Howdy folks, Rob, MaximumRD. We're going to give this another shot. It's still hot. We're still having our heat wave. I'm still in the bedroom sweating, but they've finally got around to cleaning our windows, so at least I was able to open the window this time. So it's still hot though. Hot and sticky. I'm sweating. I'm perspiring. But I figured the last one went well. Got some nice comments. Thanks a lot, guys. And my shout out to Mobile Decay. That video, unfortunately, I had just happened to choose probably the worst app on this old Android 7 phone, and even though it's like it didn't have video stabilization at all, if you look back at that video, it's even if I held the camera very steady, I have a very steady hand when I'm shooting video, and even looking at the 5 or 6 cans that I was looking at, it wasn't a focus problem. I was holding the camera steady, yet it was like the cans were still jumping and all the words, the lettering were jumping around because it was a very glitchy, unsteady camera app. So I've switched it to one called Simple Camera, and let's just keep it simple. I've already checked the playback, much steadier than the last app, so I'm going to stick with this one from now on. It had been a while when I decided to try that app on my last video, and it was just a bad choice. It was already filmed and already did my shout out, I already opened the can, I already poured the beer, so I couldn't do it over again. So my apologies to my viewing audience. But this one should be better, and this time we're going to take a look at Phillips Brewing Tilt. I had to do this one because, well, it's Tilt. Pinball themed lager, just 5%. And it's not just any can, as you can see. It's a mega can at 568 milliliters. So, oh, and I already have my glass ready. I won't be running through the dark hallway to grab a glass. A nice Guinness glass there, another one of my absolute favorites. But, yeah, Phillips Brewing, malting company. And malting company. Let's take a look. I don't want to drop the glass there. So just reading the label here, Phillips Malt Works, house malted grains. It's a very, looking at the scale here, it's a very light beer with a low malt and hops level in it. Yeah, so, oh, and as for the percentage of alcohol, is just 5%. That's pretty much considered just an average here in Canada. 5% is an average beer. 6 or more, you start to get a little stronger. Anything below 5 is, that's weak. You're weak. Don't drink below 5. Well, actually, I think one or two of my sour beers are probably below 5, but you know, they are what they are. But I decided to do this one, and yeah, let's do this. And by the way, Steve, who had commented there, I am also interested in the Cobra clutch. So don't worry, don't be disappointed that I didn't choose that. But I had to do this one, Tilt, with the pinball theme. So let me just set the camera down here for an even steadier picture. Zoom it around. Hopefully it keeps filming. Still filming? Yeah, okay. So let me just put this in the right position, I hope. Once again, I'm here in the bedroom. And I hope I'm in, yeah, it should be in good frame there, frameage. I've been framed. And so let's open up the mega can, 568 milliliters, which means 20% more beer. I'll give you the rundown, the company description here. Tilt is an off-the-wall, straight-up flippin' awesome lager. Craft brewed for maximum drinkability. Tilt is well balanced and will leave you wanting to play again and again. It's beer. I guess it's that pinball motif. Kick back, hit the jackpot, and score big with Tilt Lager. Again, it is a beer. It's not a pinball game, but we're going to go with that. Okay, so the can is really sweaty. Gotta be careful it doesn't slip out of my hand here. So yeah, I love the design. It's really cool, like a 70s retro pinball game. Logo on there, so that's cool. So let's do that. Oh, and by the way, Phillips Brewing and Malt Company, I think at least one or two of the other beers are from the same place in Victoria, BC. So Let's take a look. And once again, on the Beer Advocate, seem to rate fairly highly, averaging somewhere between 3, I would say it averages about 3.5 out of possible 5, I guess. So 3.79, 3.61, 3.6. This is only out of 4 reviews there, so take that as you will. I'll see how I like it, and let's get to it. Now that I'm not holding the camera this time, I can pour the beer properly. Although down the rabbit hole mentioned that a huge head on beer is actually encouraged, not to get those same gas bubbles in your stomach, but I don't know, I just can't do that. I don't like I think that there's a happy medium between a huge head on your beer and just a minor amount. So I like to get somewhere in between that is more to my liking. Otherwise, I end up just sitting there waiting until it goes down, because otherwise I don't know. I always feel I'm getting gypped. If there's a huge head on the beer and I drink it down, I feel, oh, I'm just drinking foam. And I know it turns back to beer, but it's just, I don't know. I've always felt that way. I'm weird. So anyway, again, don't mind if I'm sweating, but this will help. So we're a good view there. Nice and close. Now, slight tilt to the glass. So again, we just got to find that balance between. Okay, well, I don't think in general this beer really puts much of a head on it anyway, so I can actually try to put a head on it. Yeah, it doesn't really foam up that much. Oh, there we go. We got a little bit. So yeah, let's try that. That should be good. I'm gonna leave a little bit for my wife to try. These are all different new flavors I'm experiencing here. So she always said, just save me a little sip. So I just want to try, just a little sip. So I always do that. So there you go. As you can see, and as it is rated on Beer Advocate, there, it's a very light golden beer. Not again, not comparable to Guinness or even the beer that I had yesterday, which was very dark, very malty, strong flavor, high percentage of alcohol, 6.8 or something. But this one is just 5%, very light looking, very I think it's, yeah, that's what I thought. It's got like a citrusy smell to it, maybe lemony, I would almost say. Citrus, lemon, yeah, pours light, and let's try it. Oh yeah, it's very light. It's very light, actually. This reminds me of, well, reminds me of a lot of beers that look like this. Yeah, something maybe like a Corona, you know, very light, citrusy. You could put a little lemon on top, what have you. Not a strong flavor, no aftertaste, no. Again, probably because it's very low on the hops and barley. More lemony, citrus, fruity. Yeah, it's very light. I could just drink this down like water, basically. And being just 5%, yeah, I could have 2 or 3 of these mega cans and be quite happy, basically. Yeah, it's I don't know what the word I'm looking for. Not non-intrusive. It's light. It's you know, I guess if you were sitting on the beach and you know, you didn't want anything too heavy, you know, maybe you're having some snacks with it, you could have a beer like this. Light, fruity, lemony, citrusy. It's not gonna do much to you. You know, if you're like me, you're used to more dark lagers and Guinness and you know, drinks like that, nut brown ales and things like that. This is going to seem very light to you, I'm sure. Again, very much like a Corona. Cerveza, I think it's another one. Cerveza, Corona, all those kind of light beers. But it is good, and there's nothing harsh about it. I'm not sensing at least any aftertaste. It goes down very smooth, and overall, I give it Yeah, I'd give it a pass. I'd give it a good rating. I don't know. Am I a little disappointed? Kind of. I mean, I know branding is just to catch your eye and things like that. And I don't know if I'm thinking back to like what the can looks like. You know, Tilt Lager with this almost 70s looking pinball look to it. You know, that kind of almost like an Art Deco pinball logo on there. It's, you know, this, I can't say that this beer brings me back to that time or reminds me of that at all. And again, it's just marketing. That's cool, you know. If I see something pinball, video game, you know, retro related, 60s, 70s, 80s, I'm probably going to pick it up just to give it a try. But I would think in the marketing of something like that, you are all at least have something distinctive. That's the word I was looking for earlier, distinctive. There's nothing distinctive about this. If you switched this out for a Corona and didn't tell me, I probably wouldn't know the difference. So, you know, if I took a bottle or a can of Corona and stuck this pinball label on it, it would almost seem like it's clickbaity marketing. There's nothing that makes me think of pinball in the 70s or 60s or 80s or anything like that. So it's a cool can. I love the what they were going for there. It, you know, it got me to buy them. But there's nothing that stands out about this. There's nothing distinctive. Nothing that grabs you. Get a, well, I don't even want to say Coors. Get something that you like, and whatever, you'll be just as happy as this beer. It's not offensive. It's not, you know, obtrusive in any way. It doesn't bother me, but it's not something I'm going to seek out again. So I give it a reluctant pass. It's a pass. You know, it's not going to offend you, but there's nothing there to grab you either. I think this can was like on sale for like $1 something or $2 something. That's Canadian. So that's quite good, and especially if it's a mega can. So again, if I see it on sale and I feel, you know, it's a hot summer day and I don't feel like anything too heavy, yeah, I'd probably pick it up again. Why not? But, you know, if it's, you know, regular price or, you know, something else comparable that I could get at a better price, something that's got more kick to it, I'd probably go for that over this. So that's my review. Nice beer. Maybe you'll love it. I don't know. You guys let me know. Any of you ever had this beer, Tilt beer? Maybe it grabbed you as well with the title there. Give it a try. But I'll leave it at that. I'll finish this and bring what's left in the can to my wife at the clubhouse. She's working remotely, and I'm telling you way too much information that you don't need to know. So, Rob, MaximumRD, out for now. Thanks for joining me in another video review for beers. And Steve, I'll be back and we'll find out about that Cobra Clutch. I'm expecting something from that. It better not be just a basic light beer or something like that. We'll see. If you're calling yourself Cobra Clutch, it should have something to grab you at least. So Rob, MaximumRD, over and out. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.